probably should be another lane, to be honest with you, but we'll get where we want to go one way or another. Welcome. This is part 2 officially now. I'm at South 5th Place, which is known as Crack Alley in Milwaukee and Lincoln. That's what they call Crack Alley straight ahead of me. I'm not going there. We're going to turn on to 6th Street if we can. If not, I'll get on to 6th Street one way or another. But if you didn't watch part 1 or didn't look at the title, because the title will probably say it all, but the reason I'm doing this right now is last night on Milwaukee's news, they were referring to the South Side of Milwaukee's Hispanic Communities as a ghost town right now, amid fears of deportation and ICE and whatnot, whatever all you want to call it. As we speak, I'm driving into the middle of the most Hispanic part of town there is, so get ready for it. Let's see what we see. Doesn't look too ghost townish to me right now. Lots of traffic, but it's 3:45 in the afternoon on a Wednesday, so almost rush hour. And it is, as we speak, 48 degrees out, which is, it's January 29th, and I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, so 48 degrees is about as good as it ever gets this time of year. It hasn't been this warm this time of day in probably at least a month, and it's not going to stay like this, so it might be another month before you have another day this nice. So I would expect there to be heavy traffic and heavy foot traffic going on. This is a highly populated area here, so I'm going to take South 6th Street. We just started at Lincoln. I'm going to go up to National, which is as far north as you can go on the south side before you hit the Menominee Valley, which divides the north from south. We're going to get through this light here because I'm getting sick of just sitting in traffic. And now it's a little more flowy. Yeah, so we're like right in the heart of the Hispanic community right now. Again, the news last night in Milwaukee made comments to the effect of the South Side being like a ghost town because people are hiding out or whatnot. Just my initial observation, first couple minutes of this, doesn't seem like there's a lot of people on the streets right now compared to what you would normally see. When we get up to National, that'll tell a different story because there's a lot of foot traffic over there, a lot of bars, restaurants, a lot of just open air nonsense. National used to be where all the open air drug trade and prostitution and whatnot went on, and this is historic Mitchell right now, which is one of the side streets I might come through later in the video. But the rumor I've heard from people in Milwaukee, because I used to work right in this neighborhood, is that at some point the police and business owners and stuff said enough on National and kind of just pushed all of the stuff that was going on, drug dealing and prostitution and whatnot, out of there kind of by force and police presence. And the rumor is that everybody just moved down to Greenfield Avenue, which is like 2 or 3 blocks south of National, which is, we're coming right up on Greenfield. It's this next light actually. Yeah, for the last 10 years or so, what I'm getting at is Greenfield is where all the open air stuff goes on, but there's still a good amount of it on National too, so got a few people out in the streets, I mean, but definitely not a lot compared to how this normally is. And again, this is a really nice day, so I mean, people, if they're going to be out, they would be out. I'm gonna light a cigarette, crack my window a little bit, let you take in some of the ambience, not talk as much. Great mural up ahead there. One of the world's most poorly designed and just doesn't make any sense at all. This intersection right here, if you want to call it that. It's an on-ramp to the freeway that they're making traffic stop at a stop sign for. There's a lot of bus stops and stuff around here, so I mean, this is high foot traffic right around here. Have a lot of homeless people hang out under these freeway off-ramps and stuff. Just mineral. The stoplight ahead's National Avenue, so excuse me. Yeah, so this intersection, you got some bus stops. Just straight ahead of here, you're going into downtown. You got another block. There's a restaurant called Cojitos or Conitos, which is very popular. That's on the roundabout up ahead of that. And then you'd basically be going over the valley and river into downtown. That's not what we're doing. Gotta hang a right and go westbound on National, starting at 6th Street here. Alright, we're on National. Lots of Hispanic-owned restaurants, bars, grocery stores, all of that. Normal amount of traffic for this time of day. There's people around, but this road is really rough, so bear with me if I'm kind of swerving around and avoiding potholes and stuff. This is a bad road, but they're dime a dozen in Milwaukee, but I gotta say, my first impression is there's not a whole lot going on. This is going to be Cesar Chavez Boulevard, aka 16th Street. This next intersection here. There's a lot of, well, not a lot of, a handful of like really low-end apartment buildings and like hotels, motels that rent by the day, week, hour, you name it, month, you know. So you usually have a good amount of riffraff kind of in the streets right now. It's Wednesday afternoon, so midweek, kind of coming up on rush hour. Again, it's really nice out. It's saying 47 right now, so I think people would be out. There's definitely traffic, but that doesn't mean anything because these roads are, all the roads I'm going to be on in these videos are pretty much like arteries of the South Side, so it's not necessarily people from the neighborhood. You you know, driving. There's a taco truck that's open. National sometimes is just full of people that are up to no good, and like I said, right now would be the time with this mild weather, sunshine and whatnot, but I've not seen a whole lot of that. Less than what would be normal. I have other videos up of National and Greenfield and Lincoln, all of it. I mean, so if you want to, there's a prostitute. I just passed to the left. I was talking to herself, but this intersection right here is full of nonsense on the regular. McDonald's gets a lot of nonsense. Police stopping somebody for something. Taco truck. This intersection here, there's like a major, I don't know what they call it. We'll just keep going to 35th instead of 27th. It's like where all the buses from the South Side and North Side interchange at this intersection here, so not uncommon at all to have like a lot of people hanging around. It really isn't though. Not a heavy volume of foot traffic whatsoever for this intersection. And again, this more so like 10 plus years ago than right now, but this used to be the intersection, probably the hottest intersection in all of town as far as prostitution and open air dealing and whatnot. There used to be a lot of it around here, and all the parking lots of all these places and stuff. Got the strip mall to the right here. Been to a couple places in there a few times. Used to be a Honey Dip, it's still there, yeah, Honey Dip Donut. There's another taco truck doing business. Stein. For anybody that's wondering, I have no real opinion on this. This isn't meant to be like political so much, it's just curiosity of what's going on. I'd rather them not push this deportation and stuff. I mean, get criminals out of here. I'm fine with that, you know. But I don't think they have to have like a manhunt going on right now, you know. Go after criminals that deserve it. Rolling the window back up. Yeah, lots of businesses here. A lot of them are Hispanic owned, a lot of them are Asian owned. There's a lot of Hmong people kind of right around here too. You know, with the Hmong people, Asian immigrants, like Milwaukee's got like the second highest population in the whole country of them. Guy looking for some money right there. Blind guy at the liquor store. We're now southbound on 35th Street. This is as Hispanic as it gets right here. Lots of beautiful, huge, for the most part, well taken care of houses. Lots of Victorians. I think there's some Federals in here. Beautiful housing stock, and it's in pretty good shape in this particular area here. These are, for an area that's mostly Hispanic and not by any means high income, I mean probably on the lower end of middle income if anything, these houses are not cheap because they're huge, and like I said, most of them are pretty well taken care of. I mean, they can be beautiful if you keep them up. Got inside plenty of them. There's some areas on the south side that are pretty decayed, but most of that's worse, much worse on the north side. When you're more to the east than we are right now, you get where there's lots of the Polish flats, as they call them, which is, if you're from Milwaukee, you probably know what a Polish flat is.